Hello my dear students, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. In this Sunday Ka Funda video, today we'll be talking about slightly interesting segment, that is why do we have holes in our chair. Now you might have seen at your home this kind of plastic chairs, and you might have seen that there is a hole being provided. Now some students will be thinking that it is being provided to lift this particular chair. Yes, this is one of the reason but not the main reason. Or some of the students will be thinking that it is being provided so that you are not having any sweating because it will be a ventilation. Yes, not the main reason, I would rather say. But if I say from the technical aspects, why we are providing only the round or only a circular hole, why not a square or a triangular hole, and why we are providing this hole, what is the technical reason? Let us find out in the next video. Hello students, welcome back to the Sunday Ka Funda. Now let's see what is the technical speciality of giving the holes, the round holes specifically in a plastic chair. Now if you see clearly on this particular chair, there's a round hole being provided. Now if you see, if there is no holes being provided, then what will happen? Normally what we are doing, this plastic chair we are using to stack at one over another. That is the best we can say advantage of using this plastic, something like this, because it will be able to, in less space, will be able to accommodate more number of chairs. Now what happens is, if you are not providing this air, this particular hole, then it will be air vacuum will be created, right? It's like this. There are two surfaces, no place, there is no we can say holes for air pressure to be released. So when it is being compressed, then what happens, there will be a vacuum will be created, and if you want to lift that chair, if you want to separate that two chairs, then you have to apply a huge amount of force. It will be similar to this particular, you might have seen like nowadays we are using this kind of hanging we can say a small part which is a vacuum created. When you try to push it, it will be directly pasted on the tiles or on the wall or on the door, and due to the vacuum you can use this as a hook, and you can hang some clothes or some not that heavy items, right? So due to this particular reason, we are providing a hole so that there is no void, or there is no vacuum being created. Due to this, we are not able to lift. Now the second question is, why only this circle? We can give a triangular shape, we can give a rectangular shape. Why we are giving this particular circle only? Now if you see, if you're having a square or a triangular shape, normally when you are sitting on the chair, right, you are basically applying a load on that, right? So when the load is being applied, you can clearly see that there will be a high stress concentration at the edges. There will be high stress concentration. The stress concentration will be very high. The stress concentration will be very high at the joints, at basically the edges. Now if the stress concentration is high, and if let us say a slightly heavier person is sitting on the chair, there is a high chances the chair will be having a failure or about this edges. Okay, fine. And we have studied this particular concept in our machine design also. Whenever we are having notches, whenever we are having a edge surface, like if you're having a edge surface, the stress concentration will be very high at this point, and this will be prone to failure. To increase the life or increase the durability of the chair, we are providing the circular shape so that evenly the stress will be concentrated. If there is a stress induction, or there is a we can say stress concentration, it won't be having that much of high stress concentration as compared to that of the round, right? Okay, so very important, very interesting concept, why we are not providing a triangular or a rectangular shape, rather than we are giving a circular shape. The best is your stress concentration. Now one more point we can add to this is, now when you are applying load, let us suppose this is the chair that we are talking about. Okay, this is the platform of the chair. Now if you apply load on this, so there is a slight possibility of slight deformation happening, because this no body is a perfect rigid body. Okay, so definitely there will be some deformation. Okay, or we can say due to this force being applied, there will be slightly, because these plastics are malleable material, so it will be having slight elongation. Now due to this slight elongation, there is having a tendency that the circle diameter will be slightly compressed, and due to that your durability of the chair will be increased. So this is the second reason why we are providing a hole. And third very important reason is, to make a circle is slightly easier rather than to make a a square or a triangle. If you see, if it were a square or any other shape at angles, the force would be concentrated at those points. I've already discussed that if you're having a square, the force will be concentrated at all the edges. So it's very important that we try to eliminate this kind of points so that we can increase the durability, because if we are not eliminating, then there's a chances of increased risk of cracking. But in case of circle holes, the force is spread evenly. You can see on the screen it's being spread evenly, so there are less chances of stress concentration. Okay, fine. Apart from this, it is very easy and less manufacturing cost is there. If you want to manufacture a circle, or if you want to manufacture a square or a trapezium, compared to this, circle is having a less manufacturing and easy manufacturing methodology. Okay, so these are some technical aspects that you have seen, and one very important thing that what we have learned in this video is, today you have learned something new, that we are providing holes in a chair. So there are many things to be learned from your surroundings. All you need to do is observe this tiny details, and surely you will discover interesting facts about them. So make sure whenever you are seeing nearby to at your home only, if you are standing right now or if you are sitting on a chair, try to see nearby places. There are many scientific fundas that you can see, which you can also explain by yourself. Okay, so I hope you all like this video. Do share this video to all of your friends. This is all from my side, and all these technical and interesting concepts will be shared in your own YouTube channel, that is BYJU'S Exam Prep. Please do like and share this particular video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and enjoy your Sunday with BYJU'S Exam Prep. Thank you.